Hello, hello, and welcome to episode 42 of the Story Song Podcast. You're James.
Hello!
How are you, James?
Yeah, I'm good.
Good.
How are
I'm
you,
Chris.
Chris?
Good.
We were doing it live with the music, and the last bit's still a bit too loud, but it doesn't matter. No one really listens to us anyway.
It's nice, that music. It's the best bit of the show, the intro music.
Do you think? Or the outro music, some people might say.
Yeah, it's good. And how are you? You well?
Yeah, I'm great. Thank you. Yes, thanks. Let's move on.
Okay.
I hear you've been doing a spot of gardening.
Oh, a lot of gardening. I've had I forget what it's called. It's a big petrol strimmer, but it's got a brusher on it or something like that. Basically, it's a blade, and it chops.
You know what a strimmer is, Chris?
Well, this is the blade rather than the
Yeah, no, I
string.
know all the different. I grew up on a farm.
Well, yes, but you I can't imagine you did much work on there at all.
Did you imagine wrong? Because I did an awful lot of work, and I wish people had stopped saying I didn't do any work, because I did do a lot of work. My hands are still quite hardly calloused from it, actually.
But yes, I've been very busy doing that all day in this sweltering heat.
Yeah.
And digging roots up and whatever. It's been so it's 28 degrees here today.
Those last remains of bits of hair on the top of your head are all matted and sweated.
Yeah, all right.
Well,
whenever it's wet, if it gets wet, it literally it's like it's a comb over. It's like the old Hamlet advert. Do you remember?
Yeah.
So if I stand with the wind behind me, it's not so bad. But yeah, well, what do you mean? Yeah. So, but it's getting there. It's yeah, the garden's getting there. So surely,
what about the house?
Chickens.
How are you? Oh, fantastic!
Well, that's the aim. That down there, I want to get a few chickens.
I'll come and open them for you if you like.
Open the chickens.
I'll do the ceremony. You can have an opening.
Oh, good do. I'll get some tape and some giant comedy clown scissors.
Oh yeah, and I'll bring some chicken balloons.
Yeah, perfect. That sounds good.
Talking of chicken-related news, I have just invested in a new waste bin. It's in the shape of an egg.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's not come yet. I only bought it today.
It sounds quite ergonomic.
You really make me chinkle. Well, shut up. All right, carry on.
You can you can chuck your rubbish in there.
Yeah, very good. Right, come
on.
So it's your turn, is it?
It's my well, I think so. I think it might have been my turn a couple of turns, but
no, it wasn't. The last song was Bohemian Rhapsody by I was going to say by me, but I didn't write it.
But wasn't yours the one before that as well?
I can check on.
You don't need to. Now all we're doing is
it was.
Oh yeah.
Where have you? Yeah. Oh gosh.
Slacking.
Yeah. So the one before that was Hello by Lionel Richie. So where are your songs? You haven't done one.
That's correct. That's correct. I'm aware of that. And now we just pointed it out to the listener. You didn't even know.
Oh, the listener. You finally caught on after 41 shows.
Sorry, the readers.
Right, come on, give us a clue.
Well, this is a song that was written and performed by a man who looks like someone grabbed him, took him to the fair, tipped him upside down, and stuck his head in the candy floss making machine.
Ooh.
I don't think you're going to get it.
Leo Sayer? Is it Leo
Sayer? No, he's more Sideshow Bob, isn't he?
Yeah. Okay.
He's no, this is proper candy floss. Mind you, I don't think you're going to know who it is. But basically, this chap wrote a song.
Oh no, it's not that awful comedian singer with orange hair, is it? Carrot Top.
Who's that?
Oh no, right, carry on.
Who is it?
It's not called Carrot Top, but there's an awful. Who did like
Jasper Carrot.
Really bad covers of like famous songs and changing the words to make them funny.
Russ Abbott.
Wasn't Russ? It was from Americas. The Americas.
No.
I'll tell you what. What's his name is appearing as him in a film.
Brilliant. That's really helped.
Taron Egerton is going to be Wild Bill Yankovic. That guy.
Not Bill. There's a comedian called.
He is a comedian. Well, he calls himself a comedian. Loads of people go to see him. Apparently, it's not very funny. He's like the American version of that guy we have.
Oh God, what's his name? Is it Bill Burr?
Bill Burr? You mean Bill
Yeah, I
Bailey?
think he's quite funny. No,
Bill
Bill
Bailey
Burr.
Burr?
Bill Burr.
Bill
Bill Burr's quite
Bailey?
funny.
You mean Bill Bailey? There isn't a Bill Burr.
No, Bill Burr, American guy. That's what I thought you meant. I don't
No,
think he sings though. He's
it's not
funny.
him.
Anyway, it was a song in 1961.
All right, hold on.
It failed to do well in the charts.
Right, 61. What was I doing in 61? I was with the Beatles. Who else was there? It was me, the Beatles, the Kinks, and the Rolling Stones. No, go on.
Okay, well, it's a song that was based on a true story of a pair of 16-year-olds, Jeanette Clark and J.L. Hancock, on a date in Barnesville, Georgia, just before Christmas in 1962. The car hit a tractor trailer and they instantly lost their lives.
Don't spoil the story.
The song was written.
Oh, I know it. Is it Tell Laura I Love Her? I'm sure we've done that song.
No, we have done that song, and it's not.
Is it
the
Teen
one
Angel?
The one I was originally going to do, we had done previously, but it was only after a while that I wrote twin. I thought I must check. Basically, this chap, he lived around 15 miles from the crash site, and was in the middle of writing a song about all the crashes he saw in that area. He was halfway finished on writing this song when he heard about the tragedy, and because of the emotional response from the community, he decided to dedicate the song to Jeanette Clark.
Oh, right, hold on a minute. I thought what you said, hold on. I thought what you said is the guy who wrote the song was driving along writing the song and had a crash.
Yeah, no. Well, he might have. No.
All right, what's the name of the song? I don't know.
But it was covered by Pearl Jam.
Okay.
And,
where could my baby be? That one.
Eddie Vedder found an old record of the song in an antique store in Seattle. And he persuaded the band to do it. They did it as a sound check for a concert in 1998 and released it.
These aren't three facts, are they, to wet my whistle? You're just reading the Wikipedia page.
No, I'm not. I'm reading heavenlywhitedoves.net. But I've also confirmed this by looking on another website. So I thought this isn't.
Look at you! You're going to give that. You're going to give GB Chat a run for its money, aren't you?
It cost them. It was only a couple of grand to do. It was done really quickly and easy. Hardly any production to it. And they decided to release it as a single to the public and gave the proceeds to a charity helping Kosovo refugees. And they raised over 10 million. So, his song didn't do well in the charts, but theirs did. And it is Last Kiss by Wayne Cochrane.
That's what I started singing. Oh, where could my baby be? The Lord's took her away from me. Thank you. By the first. No, I know the song.
Do you?
Yeah, I know the Pearl Jam song. I want to buy and I better understand. Where could my baby be? The Lord took her away from me. I had to hear it. I can't remember.
Well guessed. You're gonna you can have one of the eggs that my chickens lay if and as and when I ever get them.
Oh, thank you. Can I have the double yolk, please?
You can.
Right, let's get on with this. Let's have a go. Do you want me to do it then? Obviously, because you don't do it. I'll do it. So what's his first? Michael, I only know the Pearl Jam.
There's another egg joke there. Just crack on with it, will you?
Oh, very good. Let's not have any crack jokes. Right. Last Kiss. Who's it by?
Wayne Cochrane.
It's not called Wayne Cochrane. It's Wayne Cochrane, isn't it?
That's what it said.
Yeah. Dirty birdie. All right, shall we go? Yeah. Oh my God, his hair.
Do you see what I mean about the candy floss? It's worth anyone listening, any of our listeners, just Google Wayne Cochrane.
What would you give for that hair, Chris? Eh? Oh my Lord!
I wouldn't want hair like that.
Ooh, you wouldn't want it like that, really? Would you prefer to have no hair, or you can only have that hair?
No, I'd go no hair.
Yeah. I think I'd have to do the same. Although I've got amazing hair, so I really have that problem, I don't think. No. If you know what I mean.
Oh, lovely.
Right. Okay, so I'm just getting it up here on the old computer. There we go. Let's make a move on
It
that.
looks a bit like Donald Trump.
Yeah.
But I wonder if Donald Trump saw that and thought, that's the haircut.
That's the way I'm gonna look from now on. I'm gonna get me a beautiful girl and become president of the United States of America.
Yeah.
That's what he did.
Well, oh, where can my baby be?
He's dead. Sorry to break that news, but he's asked me a question. I'm giving him the answer. She's dead. Can we record the character now we started?
Crack on. You're stopping it.
I just just ask the question. Where can my baby be? She's dead.
Yeah.
The Lord took her away from me. She's gone to heaven, so I got to be good, so I can see my baby when I leave this world.
You have gone back to one of our regular veins in the Story Told podcast show. You know that, Chris. There's a real there was a real trend of songs like this in the 1960s, from Tell Laura I Love Her to Johnny Remember Me, where they all like lost their loves and like kind of got haunted by them. I think
the blind man in the bleachers.
Yeah.
They're all, yeah. Do you know what? Country tells the best story. I did look at one, a modern rap one, and you know, I did think about it, and there's a lot of words in there, and I know what the story's about, but I thought, you and I aren't going to be able to discuss or decipher anything.
We're going to do Turtle Power one day. But you see, have they ever explained things in rap?
Yeah.
We'll be there all day. All right, so
we've worked out she's gone to heaven, as you say. Lord's taken away. He's gone to heaven, and he's going to be good so that he can see his baby when he leaves this world. I mean, fairness, I think they're a young couple. He's borrowed his daddy's car, so they're quite young.
Oh, no, we don't know that bit yet. We haven't got to the car, but we do know we've got this protagonist. What should we call him?
Well, just call him Wayne.
All right. And what can we call his baby? Let's call her baby.
She's called Wayne, isn't
Is she?
Well,
I don't think she's called. Why is she called Wayne?
Well, it could be Wayne and Waynetta.
Well, I don't think she's called Wayne. What made you come up with that?
Do you remember Wayne and Waynetta? Did you have a kid called Frogmella as well?
Yeah, I wasn't really keen on that sort of comedy myself.
No. What about? Well, he could be.
Well, why don't we call him Wayne and we call her baby?
Okay.
Brilliant. All right, so just see your beard. Right, so all right, let's carry on. Oh, and he's obviously a deeply religious man, Wayne, because he lives in heaven.
We were out on a date in my daddy's car. We hadn't driven very far when there in the road, straight ahead, a car was stalled, the engine was dead. I couldn't.
Right, so I haven't gone very far. So they borrowed his dad's car. Okay.
Yeah.
It just seems like, I mean, it didn't seem like they were driving fast to me.
Well, no, not necessarily, but they just, you know, he borrowed his dad's car, I think with permission. Let's assume consent.
Yeah.
So yeah, and he was just driving around, and there's a car in front, stopped on the road.
Right, now let's get that. We mustn't get confused with our normal sensibilities here, because the Americans, as I believe it, drive on the other side of the road.
Yeah, but in this, I know what you mean, but in this case, it doesn't matter.
Well, it does, because he swerved to the right.
Yeah, which would mean it would hit the driver more likely. But
no, it wouldn't. No, if he swerved to the right, he'd go into the curb.
Well, it depends if they hit the car or if they hit the curb or a wall. It just depends. Obviously, he's on the left. We get all that. But you never know if there's a wall there or a bridge. It doesn't matter. Anyway, just press play.
Stop, so I swerved to the right. I'll never forget the sound at night, the crying tires, the busting glass, the painful scream that I heard last.
Ooh, it's a very descriptive bit. I don't remember that from the Pearl Jam bit. So what was it? The busted tire, the
Flying
breaking
tires,
glass,
the busting glass,
and the terrible scream.
painful scream. There
You
go,
see, it was the
that's
days before people would use something like would use seatbelts and stuff and airbags. There would be no airbag.
no airbags, no.
So she's probably covered in glass. Okay, glass in her eyes. That's why she's screaming.
Well, where, oh, where can my baby be? The Lord took her away from me. She's gone to heaven, so I got to be good, so I can see my baby when I leave this world. Well, when I woke up, the rain was pouring down. There was people standing all around.
Hold on a minute.
So, well, obviously he's gone unconscious. However, he's the one that was driving,
Yeah.
and he's driven, smashed it up, and said, "Oh, where can she be? The good Lord took her away from me." Well, you delivered her to death.
Yeah, he knows exactly where she is. Her corpse is lying right next to him.
Well, she's not quite dead yet.
Is she not?
She's not quite dead yet.
We're still hope
But
then.
the fact that he's saying that, and he's going to, well, I'm going to be good so I can see you when I leave this world. She might not want to see you, Wayne. She might.
I doubt she'll ever want to see him again. She'll probably come and haunt him. I would be really disappointed if I woke up and I was still in the same situation. If there's people around, you think that have got them out by then?
Well, yeah, he might have just been coming to at the same time. Let's not worry too much about that.
Okay.
Something warm running in my eyes, but I found my baby somehow that night.
Hold on.
So yeah, she had blood in it. Blood.
How do you know it was blood? Should have been milk.
Blood in his eyes. No, it's blood in his eyes.
What if they just got? What if they've been coming back from the candy store?
I've read up on it.
Right.
And he said it was blood in his eyes, but also he just said something warm running in his eyes. It was blood. But I find my baby somehow at night, so he's scrambling around the car trying to find her.
How big is this car?
Well, American cars are big, but she might have been in the back. Well, I mean, she's on her last legs by the sounds of things.
Do you know what I find funny
glass
about those old American cars? It's because they use the stick shift, but it's on the steering wheel.
Dash.
It means they have like
one big column.
They have one big seat at the front, so you could just
big
shimmy along.
seat.
Yeah,
and you can get three people.
You get three people in that car. Yeah,
cool.
Yeah. Right. So she raised her head. So there's a crowd around.
Sorry.
Raised her head, and she smiled, said, "Hold me, darling, for a little while." I held her close, I kissed her our last kiss. I found a love that I knew I would miss.
Hold on a minute. Right. Is he
She's
thinking
dying?
he found the love? He found this will be the last chance. She's not going to be able to tell anybody.
She's still warm.
Yeah. Is it necrophilia? She's still breathing slightly?
I wonder if he was like that, just shooing the people off. Look, just leave us alone.
Yeah.
She's fine.
Well, she just wanted to be held, to be honest. And he's ended up, he went in for a kiss and thinking, what else can he get?
Crashed the car, and then instead of trying to help her, perform CPR, get her out of there. I'll give her a kiss while she's
dirty bugger.
But now she's gone, even though I hold her tight. I lost my love, my life that night.
No, she lost her life.
Yeah,
you didn't.
He's got that wrong. He's still got his life. He's perfectly capable of walking away. Doesn't seem to be in any pain either.
And all he wanted to do was kiss her and save it. Do you know what saved him though?
God, Jesus.
Helmet hair.
Baby, the Lord took her away from me. She's gone to heaven, so I got to be good, so I can see my baby when I leave this world.
That's my impression. That's what she was like at the end.
With glass in her face.
Glass in her face. People were looking like voyeurs, like doggers, watching as he's kissing her and doing stuff.
In the Pulp Fiction, when they shoot the guy in the car, it'd be like that. There's blood splattered all over the inside of the car. And his hair would have gone pink like candy floss from that bright. That yellow would be the bleach would be pretty solid, but the red would have turned it pink.
He ruined that girl's life, literally.
Well, he did. Well, he killed her.
Yeah, well, I think that's the definition of ruining someone's life, isn't it?
Well, I mean, it's ending it, isn't it?
Well, yeah. Well, okay. Let's talk about it. Pretty straightforward, really. I mean, like I say, I don't think I think it's the weakest of these 60s story songs, spectaculars. But it's all right.
Yeah.
I wish there'd been a bit more jeopardy. Like when Tell Laura I Love Her, you know, you got the feel of the race. The tracks were there as they started the race around the tracks. They went to the deadly pace. It was almost like, you know, all we got here is like, you know, we didn't really slow down.
Yeah, well, there was a car in front that stopped, so he swerved. I mean, it may have been over a little humpback.
Right, should we do the? No, we're doing the tropes. Don't worry, I'm not bringing the computer back because you ruined that format. And next time you have an idea for. How do you select it off? Right. So, does somebody die? Yes.
Yes.
Is there a twist? No.
Well, he kissed her as she's dying.
That's not a twist. That's just been being a sick fucker. Mind you,
yeah.
if I wouldn't mind, I might want a last kiss too. Depends where the blood of the glass was.
Yeah.
Is there a moral to the story? Well, not really.
No. Well, drive carefully, actually. You could say that.
But you should be able to say that all the time. Is there any time when you shouldn't drive carefully?
No.
Good.
Always drive carefully.
Does it push the boundaries of believability? Unfortunately not.
Well, I don't know. He thought he would have. No, he should have put a bit more.
No, people have car crashes all the time. It's believable.
I know, but they don't.
They weren't abducted by aliens.
They normally try and help. They wouldn't be like lying there kissing them.
Well, in fairness, he was doing the kissing. She didn't seem to. I'm funny saying it. She's probably unconscious by then.
I think I'll just give me CPR.
Right. Is someone cheating? Nope.
No.
Is revenge involved? Nope. Is there a telephone involved? No.
No.
Is it a country song? No.
Yes.
It's not a country song.
No.
It needs a twang for a country song. Oh, is there a sex worker involved?
No.
We don't know. And is it based on a true story, Chris?
Yes. Well, ish. Yeah.
Do you know what? I don't know how I felt if I was the guy getting over probably the most traumatic thing that ever happened in my life. And then the following summer, just when I was getting back on my feet and starting to live my life again, every time I turned on the radio, there'd be this song going, oh, where could my baby be? I'd be like, for fuck's sake.
Well, yeah.
So there we go. Right. Well, it's not a super trope art, so shall we give it a score out of 10?
Yes.
It's a hard one, really. But, okay, I'm ready. And 3, 2, 1, show our score. Mine is a 5. What's yours? A 6.
6.
Is that a peacock?
It's a sort of tortoise thing with a little bird on its head.
Good
sort of thing.
All right, so yeah, I think they're good scores. I like the song. I really like the Pearl Jam one, but I've never really listened to all the lyrics. Didn't know half what happened. So there you go. Thank you, Chris.
Well, that's why we're here, Dave. We're here to educate the nation.
Is that why we're here? I thought it was like parole, like time off good behaviour. Right,
we should be part of the educational syllabus. We
should. Could you imagine if they had to have listen to this every week at school? We'd have to do a few more. Oh, that'd be amazing. Right, 5.5, which gives it a score of just under Johnny Remember Me and just above that Summer. And in our big leaderboard, it is, oh, what's that now? Some scores for that, these scores. Right, it's just above that Summer and just below in the year 25. Okay, well, that was fun. Shall we do another one next time?
Yeah.